How you doing?
Hey, what's up, bud?
Recovered?
Man, just about. I've pretty much been a lazy turd today, dude.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, well, it's rough,
Yeah.
very rough. Um, because we stayed in London all day yesterday. Because I had to drop Elliot off on the West End, his West End musical summer camp
Yeah.
between 4:30 and 5. So we were hanging out in London all day, and of course, it's not that bad unless you're dragging all your crap around.
Yeah.
So we're doing that, and then we decided because we were talking about going and eating after, because no matter what, we catch the train, we get back to Barry, it's like super late to eat. So we thought, let's just go ahead and eat, and then we'll catch the train back. Well, with that, we decided to, because we saw it on the DLR, the Big Easy barbecue and crab shack in
Yeah.
Canary Wharf. Well worth it, bro. Well worth it. We paid about 30 pounds each, and all of us were stuffed.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even eat everything on my plate, man.
Yeah.
So well worth it. We all want to get back down there at some point. Anyway, so then, but because of that, it meant that we literally were catching like the last train out at 9:30 at night.
Yeah.
So we ended up then now we've got like by the time we got back to Liverpool Street Station, we've got like an hour and a half to kill. Oh my goodness, dude. So then we just sat there and had a couple more beers. But
Yeah.
like we were all
Fun.
so exhausted. Like I got home, man, and I just went like smooth out, dude. And didn't get up until like 9:45 this morning. I was
Yeah.
just dude, I was so tired.
Yeah.
As I'm sure everybody is. I'm not special, but yeah, I was tired. I'm honestly I've probably never been more grateful that I don't work Mondays.
Yeah.
But I also didn't do stuff that I needed to do today.
Yeah.
Um, trying to get up, obviously set up some printing and stuff like that for us. But yeah, so not a bad one though. How about you, man?
Uh, Knackering drive back. Uh, Nearly 6 hours due to issues on the motorway, accidents, lane closures, you name it. It happened on the journey back.
See,
I
and
think,
this is why I say you should have just taken the train.
yeah, I think next time I will. Sod that it probably works out costing me double, but yeah. Because by the time I got home, I was just knackered. Apart from
Yeah,
I only had 10 minutes stop at driving. I mean, don't even know what service station it was. Just literally just running, go to the toilet, grab a Greg's sausage roll, and get back on the road because I just wanted to get home at that point.
yeah, for sure. I
Get
understand that.
home and then I just crashed out, fell asleep on the sofa, and then I woke up about 11 o'clock. I was like, no, I'm actually hungry.
Yeah,
Had something to eat, and then I crashed again and nearly overslept. Literally got to work with a minute to spare this morning.
ooh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Well, at least you made it.
Yeah.
All right, man.
But
So
it was worth it. It was a good
yeah,
weekend. Great
for
venue.
sure. Good weekend of cornhole. Good venue. Got a lot to discuss.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back with our first guest. And we are
Cheers.
back. We are
Yep.
back with Nick, our third place finisher on the weekend. Your highest finish to date. How you feeling, bud?
Uh, Tired today. Do you know what? Yesterday I thought I'd be absolutely shattered. We didn't get back till 12:30 at night, and I was still buzzing yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was brilliant.
I know. I saw the
Today,
pictures.
today it's hit me.
Yeah, it does that sometimes, man. It does that
Yep.
sometimes. So, what? Got a lot to talk about, man. Let's talk about this weekend. And you being the highest placing Ashby bagger. I
Yeah, I'll
can
take
dig
that.
it, man. I can dig it.
I've been
Third
struggling to
place
get any wood
finish.
on a Tuesday night, so it's nice to get some on a UK tournament.
Yeah.
Hey, that's where it matters, isn't it?
Yep.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, you played really well. Um, Obviously, I would love to go back and have our game over again. It was a close game. Uh, two bad rounds, 2 bad rounds, man, and it killed me because it was a close game until those 2 rounds.
It
And
was.
one of them, and it wasn't even like the one bad round. I was grouping around the hole and couldn't get the daggum bag to fall. But like when you throw a 12, man, that's you can't throw a 4, man. So I'm not taking
We always
anything
have
away
good
from you.
games, Josh.
You threw really, really well, man. You threw really well on the day.
It was nice to hit a little bit of consistency all day long.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I've been missing. I've been hitting some good games, but just the consistency I've been lacking. So it was nice to be consistent all day long, apart from the first game against Dale.
Yeah, funny enough, my first game of the day against Wishart, man, it was terrible. Just terrible.
Josh,
And
just
then
quickly before she buggers off, she wants
oh,
to come and say hello to you.
hi, Miss Bella.
Hi.
We're being joined by Nick's daughter, Bella. I call her my adopted daughter who drinks water because she says I can't say daughter or water properly. We missed you this weekend and hope to see you at the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I threw against Wishart, man, and it was, and I'm not taking anything against Wishart. That dude threw a good game, but I threw terrible. Even he was like, man, that's probably the worst you've thrown. Like, what is going on? And I couldn't get it together, but he threw really well in that game. So it is what
I
it is,
switched my
though.
bags after my first game. I started throwing my new bags. I've got some new GR8 bags, and they were just too quick.
Yeah.
I was off the back of the board and couldn't control them, so I switched back to my original Leicester City bags, which are just that little bit slower, and it just helped massively. One thing I found this weekend, having 2 sets of bags that I'm comfortable throwing, I could switch to the conditions, which then I switched back later on to my last 2 games when I played Gerard. I switched back to the GR8 bags, and just because the boards had slowed up, and I didn't have to change my throw, which is quite nice. I've got bags that I can keep my throw the same, but just switching to a faster bag just makes it that much easier for you.
Absolutely. And let's talk about the boards, man. The boards looked great. It was really it was refreshing and nice knowing that every board was going to play pretty close to the same. Like being able to switch boards and not go, all right, man, this set of boards is going to be super slow and this set's going to be super fast. There were, minor things because there always is going to be, but for the most part, they all played pretty much the same. I played on a few different ones and they all played pretty much the same. And so that was really nice to have for sure.
They're spot on. Do you know what? They arrived on Thursday morning. It was a bit twitchy bum time whether they're going to arrive on time and that. And they arrived 8 o'clock Thursday morning, and I opened the box and looked at one. And I was like, "Wow, these are nice boards."
Yeah,
man.
they look real nice.
It just makes it good, doesn't it? I mean, that's thanks to again our sponsors, Hickory's. You know, without that, we wouldn't be able to do stuff and invest back into the UKCL and the infrastructure of it all. That goes from the boards to the trailer. With Stanley Group and the backing of them. Without people like that and them backing us, none of this would be possible.
That's awesome. No, and that's awesome. And stuff like that really matters. I mean, we can talk about, different leagues around the country, the world, whatever. And the leagues that get back the best are always going to be the leagues that have the most. I'm not saying that makes them the best league, but it definitely gives them the most opportunity with things, I think. So, no, it's awesome. Is there a Hickory's in Ashby?
It's in Derby.
How far is that? I don't.
It's 20 minutes, 25 minutes from Ashby.
All right.
But there's a few about locally, Coventry, Nottingham. They're popping up all over now. I think
I'm just saying. I think
they're trying to pop up 10 different places within the next 12 months. So I think it'll be.
I think, getting a bunch of us into one of them on the Saturday after the next tournament in Ashby, I'm down to go eat some good food.
We had the Ashby Baggers presentation end of season do there on a Saturday afternoon. Played some cornhole in the afternoon in the garden, and then ate some food. It was mate, food's
that's awesome.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. I've got one literally 5 minutes down the road from me.
It's good.
The only critique I do have with him is I think my ribs are better than theirs, but I can't. I don't get the ribs when I go there. I get the brisket.
I had the
brisket's top notch.
I was telling Graham, man, we ate, me, Woody, and my daughter, because we had to drop my son off in London on Sunday at his West End Musical Summer Camp. And we decided we went and hit Big Easy Barbecue and Crab Shack on Canary Wharf. Nice. Well worth the 30 pounds to eat it, man. Because it came with brisket, ribs, pulled pork. It came with a hot link, like sausage, chicken. I had a chicken breast. I think Woody's was a chicken thigh. But homemade cornbread, some beans, some coleslaw. And I mean, just piled up. It was good, man. But anyway, we didn't come here to talk about food. We start talking about food, Graham, we ain't going to shut up. So,
did you enjoy the whole weekend, though? From start to finish?
Yeah, it was a great venue as well.
Yeah, I was disappointed to hear that they're going to switch that up and shut it down and turn it into pickleball. Although, even at pickleball, man, I think trying to get back in there might be still viable.
We'll see what happens.
I guess if they change it to pickleball, the availability will reduce drastically because they'll be playing pickleball all the time.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah. But I don't know, man. Maybe.
Mate, fantastic venue. We've probably been spoiled with that one for the first one, to be honest with you.
For sure. Yeah, but here's the thing. It was a great venue. It had a great staff. But at the end of the day, we all sat around, still played cornhole, and still all bullshitted. I mean, the venue is good, and it takes you so far. But at the end of the day, man, we're still just there to play some fucking cornhole, man. I'll play, wherever. But yeah,
it was great venue. We had good feedback as well from Michael, the owner. I want to thank everybody for supporting the bar and the food. That goes a long way with venue hires and getting the cost down for us, because the more people spend, we can negotiate prices and this and the other. So that goes a long way from our point of view.
I looked at my bank account and I spent about £110 just on beer. not what I planned on doing, but hey, man, YOLO.
Hey, you had a good weekend though.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Well done on securing that venue, man. And shout out to you and the boys again. Fantastic tournament. I think it all ran smooth. Even having both tournaments, Tier 1 and Tier 2 going, I personally didn't encounter any long waits or hiccups or anything like that.
It was pretty chilled all day. And we even got, what did we have, an hour for dinner, just so everyone could chill for a bit. I thought it ran really well.
Yeah, it did.
But again, I think it helps having more boards in having a big venue. So you've got more boards. We started a bit later, but we didn't really finish any later than a smaller venue, which I think helped massively. But you know what it's like trying to get a big venue.
Oh, yeah. I know what it's like about trying to get a venue at all, and it's pretty disappointing that we're not going to have one this year. So I mean,
just going on the venues while we're talking about it, the next one in Ashby, Ashby School, on the 11th of October. Everybody is welcome to bring their own beers, food, and this and the other. We're not allowed to sell alcohol on the premises. It's a really tight venue. I mean, it's pretty much the same size hall as the leisure centre, but it's not quite as wide. So it's going to be tight in there. So there's not room really to sell food and do that anyway. So if anybody is coming, do be prepared to bring your own stuff.
Yeah, and I think y'all did a great job also of sending out notifications through Scoreholio because we all get that notification. So I would suggest the couple weeks leading up to that, and obviously we'll be talking about it in Croatia, I'm sure, because that's the week before or 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just like I said, I mean, make sure y'all are getting it out on that Scoreholio because I think that was really helpful for people to get information. So
Yeah, Ali and Ben's department, if you're listening.
sorry.
That's Ali and Ben's department, if they're listening.
Well, I hope they do.
Yeah, they better do.
Although Ben did get mad at me
Why?
because I played with headphones in. He's like, "You ruined my last match of the day. I expected you to be all loud and talkative like you normally are, and you just wore your headphones."
Yeah, you were pretty quiet this weekend, didn't you? No big shouting. I was like, "Is Josh here? What's Josh? Not heard him today."
Yeah.
Kids were there. He was behaving.
Oh, it was me who did the shouting when I threw away the just bored it game. Called myself virtually every name under the sun.
I think you was doing that. You was
I'm
playing
blaming
that
the
when
new
I was playing
slightly
Chris
faster
Webber, I
boards.
think.
Throwing that one off the back.
Who won that? I missed it. I was still playing.
I won.
Yeah, he's got it right next to him there. So series is tied going into Croatia.
Graham must do better.
Oh, it's not zooming in. No. All right. It's zoomed in as far as it'll go.
Yeah. Sat on 20, bag in hand to win it, and an open hole, and it just off the back.
I tried to lose. The round before that, I tried to lose. But it didn't happen. So, And thankfully I won, because if I'd have lost, the series would have been over because he'd been up on me 5-3.
Yeah, it would have taken serious luck in Croatia. It would have meant drawing each other in rounders, winners bracket, and then losers bracket, which ain't. It's like 1,000,000 to 1 shot of that happening, isn't it? So
yeah. So
Croatia's going to be fun, man.
Oh, yeah. Croatia's going to be a hoot. So
yeah.
let's. What else we want to talk about? Let's talk about your journey to this point, Nick. You finished out the season playing some really good games, but you always came up just a bit short and just kind of on the fringe. How did it feel, man? Besting everybody in your club this week.
It was good. Do you know what? I played quite a lot of Ashby Baggers against some Ashby Baggers. Tom, Dale, Chris, Ali. I mean, I don't mind beating Ali, but some of the others.
Maybe you two need to get a bragging rights trophy on the go. You played each other a bit recently.
Thing is, with me and Ali, I mean, Ali's a good player at the end of the day. And when Ali wants to switch it on, he can really switch it on.
For sure.
But when he's off it, he's off it. He was off it at the weekend. So, he's there for the taking.
Yeah. To be fair, I think he just got a bit unlucky with his rounders draw. The 2 games he lost, they weren't against weak players, were they, to be fair? And then
he lost against me.
Well, and was his other game Liam or someone?
I've not looked back at Ali's.
I can't remember who it was, but I know it was somebody who had a high finish.
Me and Ben have just been enjoying ribbing him. I mean, all the way home.
Yeah,
he's been having it big time.
Yeah.
And it's about time, because Tuesday nights there's only ever one winner, and it's Ali or Charlie.
Yeah,
which is getting quite annoying.
Well,
it was nice.
There might be a new kid on the block now.
Yeah, mate, I can play, but like you say, it's the consistency.
Yeah.
So, and you've got to learn to play in them conditions or surroundings. When it's getting to the later stages and you're on court 1 and everyone's watching and this, that, and the other, the pressure's on, and you've got to learn to zone.
Yeah.
That game against Liam, I wish I'd have gone for 5 minutes before playing him. I went and had a little drink just before, and I feel myself getting a little bit emotional just because I knew I'd already finished third, regardless whether I'd beat him. And I thought, wow, I can't believe it. So got to get a little bit more composure at them later stages, but you've got to be there to learn, you know.
For sure.
Well, I say, yeah, I've never done it.
I mean, I had to play quite a few Ashby guys. I had to go through Dale. I had to go through Ben. I ended up ultimately losing to you and Charlie. But yeah, I played Tom. So yeah, I mean, I feel you. I had to do it, and you guys got some good players out there.
I mean, last Tuesday, Tom beat me twice. I met him in the knockouts, and I thought, oh God, not again this week. Tom's done me twice. But yeah, I managed to. I mean, Dale and Chris Webber this weekend, unbelievable. I mean, I've been noticing on Tuesday nights, Dale's game. When you play against Dale now, you've got to be on it because something's clicked with Dale.
He did beat twice. He did beat.
He's had some different bags, and what a difference in his game. You can't, you can't have a bad round against Dale, or you'll lose.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't mind me saying, but I'm sure he probably got what most would say would be the upset of the weekend when he took out Dan Lilly after Dan went undefeated in rounders and then knocked him into losers bracket. That probably doesn't come as much of a surprise to you Ashby guys who see him every week, who see the improvement.
I mean, he beat you 21-4 in rounders.
Yeah.
I mean, and then he lost a decently close match, 14-21 to Elijah. Close match beating Graham. And then I played him, beat him 14-21. And then he beat Graham again.
Yeah, we were both off compared to our first game on that bracket game.
And then he beat Danny and Dave. Then he kind of fell apart a little bit against Liam, and I think some of that probably gets to be fatigue, and having the longevity of playing that many matches and that many close matches. And then lost a fairly close one to you. Let's see, what did y'all? Over 15 rounds? It looks like y'all kind of played a lot of them. Well, yeah, he just had too many bags off the board.
Yeah.
I mean, you beat him by 4 points, and he threw 10 more bags off the board than you did, which is just crazy.
I switched my bags up and played my slower bags, and I played a lot of blocking shots this weekend. Yeah. And I felt that because the boards were fairly fast, I thought if you playing a fast bag, you either got to hit the hole or it's going off, or you've got to change your style and throw higher. So that's why I switched to the slower bags. And I thought, and did this against Richard Mackers. I thought I'm just going to put one in front of the hole every time and make them throw a shot.
Yeah,
because if they're throwing the wrong bags, they're going off. Then I've got a chance to gain points all the time. So I tried that this weekend.
Yeah,
which
seems it's a lot harder to cut them quicker bags as well to get round the blocker. Oh.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's why I ended up beating Gerard as well. He had a lot of bags off the board.
Yeah. Then the Charge Assassins there a bit of a quicker carpet one on that, I believe. So yeah, you have to be right. Has he froze? Oh no, he's just gone quiet.
No, I was looking at stats for like some of Charlie's matches. Sorry, I'm listening to you guys.
Yeah.
Do you know one thing I tried this weekend as well was I didn't look at the brackets or who I was going to be playing next if I won.
Yeah.
And this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So I just waited for it to pop up on my phone when I played my match.
Yeah.
And I did that all day. I didn't look at the brackets once. I didn't because I find that I always put pressure on myself. Think, oh, if I win this, then I'm gonna have to play Liam, or I'm gonna have to play Dan, or I'm gonna have to play this.
Yeah,
And
always getting you.
I
you
just
can get
just
your own
played
head,
what
but-
was in front of me for the
Yeah.
first time. I just played the game what I had to play, and that was it. And I think that helped me mentally massively.
Yeah. That does help. It really does when you're not thinking about who's next or what you got to do, because then you kind of just you don't work yourself up before it starts.
Yeah, I was thinking about the game that I'm playing, not the game what was potentially I'm going to be playing. Although when I was playing Tom Allen on court one, Dale was playing Daniel Lilly, and I could see the scoreboard, and I was watching that more than watching my own game, to be honest. And I seen Dale was like fairly far behind, and I thought, oh, that's it. I'll concentrate on my game now. Then I had a big cheer. Yeah. I thought, what's going on? And Dale just walked across with a big grin on his face. I went, you just won. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
For sure. No, and Del was throwing really well, man. Yeah, I know that I beat him in rounders, but then I started watching him in bracket play, and whew, man, yeah, it was good. It was good. All right, well, let's take a break. Let's come back and get our second guest on. We'll get all of us in here and let's talk some stats. So we'll be right back. And we are back. And we're going to welcome in the runner-up of the weekend, Liam.
Hello.
What's up, bud?
Good. Bit tired still, but
Yeah.
surviving.
Yeah.
I think that's
We've all that's been the consensus around the pod.
Yeah.
1 second.
Did you work today?
Of course. Yeah. Back to work. Got to get them hours in before going away on Thursday night.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bit of holiday coming up, so. But yeah, exciting.
All right. Let's get into some stats, man.
Mm.
Well, let's talk about the fact that you finished runner-up to an American that just happened to stumble across us, that's over here visiting from Maine, who turned out to be a really nice guy and a fairly quality bag thrower, man.
Yeah.
And it was a close match in the finals. I think you had a couple of shots that just didn't go your way that could have changed the outcome of at least the first game, I think. But overall, man, I know you're disappointed. I know you like to get that first place trophy, but there was some good competition. I mean, the top 10 people, there were 10 people with all 7+ PPRs and all pretty close. I mean, Danny had the highest at an 8.23, and then Eli at an 8.04, and then yourself, Liam, at a 7.74. And then, ironically enough, me, who I thought no way that was going to be, because I changed my mechanics a little bit, and I was throwing. I didn't throw bad, but I didn't think I threw it as well. So yeah, I mean, it was a good day of cornhole all day. We were just talking about before you joined, we were talking about your match with Nick and how Nick seems to think he probably should have had a maybe a bit longer of a break going from his last game into the game he played you, and kind of tried to settle his nerves a bit. Obviously, you having been there before, I think it's probably I think you probably still get emotional when you say, not necessarily emotional, but like there's still nerves and there's still some emotion behind it, but it's probably a little easier for you to relax yourself having been there before.
Oh yeah. I mean, all I got to do is look back at my first ever final, and I was surprised no one drug tested me because I was chewing my chewing gum so hard it looked like I'd taken something. It was insane. And I remember waking up the next day and literally not being able to get out of bed, not out of any sort of like I hadn't drank that day purely because I was driving that night home. But my muscles were so tensed up after that final back in season 2. It felt like I'd done like a marathon or something. I was just completely wrecked. So yeah, I'm not like that anymore. So I have to admit, yeah, that experience of being in, king seat matches, loser bracket finals, and then overall finals definitely helps, and it's going to get easier, I would say. But yeah, sadly, there is no break. If you drop down to that loser bracket, you've just got to sort of slog it out. Like that's why it's always super impressive when someone does sort of maybe lose early on. Not only do they have to play more matches, but it is pretty relentless. Like, yeah, I know. I mean, it's same the other direction as well. When you're in that king seat, you've got to wait about and try and stay warm, but not tire yourself out. Try and stay relaxed, but then not switch off. It works both ways. And I think I saw from today's posts, I think Jared probably also suffered a bit. Because I know, Nick, you came in fresh because your games had finished, didn't they?
Yeah.
And I think, I think I saw on the Solent page that Jared played pretty much solidly for 2 hours or something like that. Sadly, it's just the way the cookie crumbles a little bit, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, I remember sitting. But to Nick's point, man, I remember sitting king seat in qualifier 3 last year, or sorry, qualifier 4, and the nerves, man, it does get, because that was my first final, and it was, I started that match and I thought, I mean, saving grace is because I was sitting king seat, and you think, well, at least I can lose one. I can lose one. It's not detrimental. But it's a nerve wracking thing, I think. And I think the more you do it, you probably do get a little more used to it. But yeah, for sure.
Especially now as well. I think that's now showing just how important it is to have a good rounders. Not only now is it that you got to get top 24, which I have to admit we saw 2 of Team GB not make top 24. They just missed out. I mean, they were in the final for tier 2 though, weren't they? With Ali and Tony. So not only is it to try and make tier 1 now, but you also want a good seeding, because you will, in theory, have a slightly easier run if you're maybe top 5, because you might have like a buy where you can get some food, which is what I did. You then, should in theory then have a slightly easier first game than maybe if you came 24th, you've got to play, 16th, then I think first or whatever. So yeah, it's just getting as high up in the rounders games as you can. But
For sure.
It's not as
Rounders
easy
it
as
means
17.
something, doesn't it now? There's
yeah.
last few years,
Yeah.
rounders was a warm up, really.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we talked about it last week on the podcast because, like I said, I'm a notoriously slow starter. I came out this weekend and did the exact same thing. I lost my first rounders match, and all I was thinking was like, "Oh my god, you got to stop doing this." But then I battled back and got 3 straight wins so that I could come in with that 6th seed. So I got that first round bye rather than, let me jump out, play a match, and then play Liam or play Eli or play Danny. Danny was sitting top of the table coming out of rounders. So, it definitely matters.
It's mentally tiring as well, because then there's more pressure on rounders. You can have the best rounders going. You've then got to switch on that next level because it's now bracket.
Well, I had it in my last rounders game. I had to play Marv, and it was a case of losers definitely tier 2, and depending on points differential, winner might still be tier 2 as well. But luckily, I was able to pull off a big enough win that I think I finished like 16th or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I say it matters that I got to buy. I lost to Nick like first match, so it kind of didn't work, but it was still better. I mean, I still had more of a chance, and like I said, I mean, we just had what we have the last 2 rounds. I gave up an 8 and a 6, man, and that's the end of that.
Yeah.
And you can't do that. So it wasn't, it was just 2 bad rounds and it'll kill you. But it does.
Yeah.
It matters. Rounders now matter, and I like it.
Yeah.
I definitely like it. I liked it being tiered out. It gave, well, theoretically, it should have given some other people a chance at some glory. Instead, our 2 Team GB members wanted to sandbag and get that podium heading into Croatia.
Apparently, though, Ali threw the same PPR as me all day. We were looking on the way home, and I says, "Whoa, I can't see it." He says, "Oh no, you have to go on to the next page." I was like, "Oh right, yeah."
Yeah.
The tier 2, yeah.
He says you and Ali threw the same PPR.
Yeah, that's what he says.
You said
Ali
you
and
threw a
Ali,
718.
I think
threw
Ali
a
threw a 719 or something.
Well, I'm about to find out. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
I have it pulled up here. Give me just a moment.
But yeah, like you've got 2 examples that are pretty similar, just like basically flipped on each other. When
A
you've got
718.
718, so
the
exactly the
difference.
same.
Yeah, but his DPR was more because
Yeah.
he was not having to throw against you or
You.
even or me or and Jared and these guys. Like,
Yeah.
it's a thing. So it happens.
But you got an example there of someone who started slow and then picked it up and was throwing the tier 1 sort of PPRs. And then you got the opposite where you got Dan Lilly, who absolutely smashed his rounders 4-0, seed number 1, but then sort of, I don't think he necessarily fell off, but it was like, I don't know if he got tired or mentally tired or anything like that. I'm not too sure. Or just people just picked their game up against him.
Too quick.
I think, honest to God, I think it is a matter of just that talent gap closing. Because he's still doing 8.23 with, a 0.89 DPR. But that means everybody he played averaged over a 7.
Mhm.
So let's see.
I think Danny needs to practice more.
His lowest match of the day was against Dale at a 7.67 against Dale's 7.8.
Well, I think it is that talent gap. Oh, closing. You only need to
Wishart
look at
threw an
everybody's...
8.31 against him.
Yeah.
But the only easy match he had was against the new Woody, and he threw a 5.67. That Woody did. Everybody else threw over a 7 against him. So, I mean, even Vicky threw a 7 on him.
I think that's a little bit to do with style of play as well. If you're a bag runner, which I would say he probably is mainly, people are going to be just running bags against you.
Yeah.
So it's harder to get points. You're not forcing them to miss. You're waiting for them to miss. And if they're not missing, then the pressure starts getting on you because you're the seed 1, so it's like it's like Matt Guy. Like you pretty much have to block him and just hope he misses his airmails pretty much. But if you try and run bags against him, I mean, we would definitely lose. But like a lot of people would like struggle like playing him at his own game. Well, maybe not some of the pros now though, because they can run bags for days.
Yeah.
But back in the day, back in the ACO days, maybe when he was like 10-time champion.
Yeah. So in Danny and Wishart's match, this was the stat line. They each had 1 4-bagger, but it was Danny with 34, 24, and 6, and John with 37, 22, and 5. So just a couple more bags that he ran in the hole. Maybe a couple that went a little errant and couldn't get in for Danny. I mean, it matters for sure.
I actually looked at his and Dale's game. And if you look at the rounds, I'm pretty certain that Dale was down like 16-2 at one point. And then he just came back.
Let's see.
Which is unreal.
3-0, 3-2, 3-6. So Dell did have a lead at the point. And then it went 8-6, 13-6, 16-6, 16-8, 17-8, 17-9, 17-12, 17-16, 17-20, 17-20, 19-20, and then 19-21. But it is and that's why I was impressed with that match in and of itself is the composure Dell kept. Like he kept his composure and didn't think like, okay, man, crap, I'm down.
Round 10 or whatever it was.
Yeah. He just, all right, let me battle back. And he just did it a couple at a time. But yeah, yeah, and it's unfortunate for Danny. I mean, it's unfortunate to just go 0-2 in bracket. It always sucks. But he came up against two dudes that, in their own right, can really throw some bags.
Yeah.
And it matters. It shows that the quality
it's getting
of
deeper.
Club, yeah, well, the quality in your club is sharpening.
It's just getting deeper. You look at Dale, look at Webber, even Ben's getting better and better. He's getting hard to beat now. Tom Allen on his day, hard to beat.
I'll tell you, I think if Ben didn't have to sit there and concentrate on running a tournament as well, I think he could be that top 15, top 10 guy on a regular basis. To be honest, I've watched him when he's when we're just playing, he ain't worried about the tournament. A dude can throw bags, but I think when you're worried about stuff like that, and I'm not making excuses for myself, but like I was kind of worried about Elliott running around like a maniac my first match when I played John, and that mattered. It threw me off. Like you can ask Liam when me and Liam first got there and started warming up, dude. I wasn't hardly missing anything, and then all of a sudden I hear Elliott running around like a maniac, and then all of a sudden I couldn't hit the daggum board because I'm thinking about that. So that kind of stuff, those little distractions, man, it really does matter. And it's easy to sit there and say, well, you just got to tune that out. But sometimes it's hard to do. So not to make excuses for any one person. Everybody's got their own thing. I'm not saying they don't. But I think with Ben having to fully concentrate on making sure everything's running smoothly, I think it takes away from his actual ability of cornhole play in a tournament situation.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, we're doing all right, Ashby. We run deep with talent. We're very lucky. The likes of Ben Shaw wasn't there at the weekend. He could easily turn up and win a UKCL tournament without a doubt. On his day, he is bang on. It was nice to see John Wishart do well again. Mr. Steady Eddie, my best mate.
Yeah.
Love him to bits. Again, he was there from the off, helping me warm up when I had a bit of break. He's been helping me the last few weeks with 3 weeks ago, I turned up to bagging in a back brace. I sneezed and put my back out and was like, oh shit. So he's been Dr. John for the last few weeks, getting me right for this weekend. Plus everybody helping as well with the setup. We turned up with that. We turned up with the trailer, load of boards, all the equipment, and everybody who was there all says, can we help? Is there anything we could do? Is this? That just shows the community that, people just don't turn up and just want to throw bags. They want to be involved and help out. It's massive help for us.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, even John beat me. He literally messaged me later and he was like, man, I'm so that hurt me to do, because you just didn't play with, he's just that guy. He's a nice dude and he cares, man. He don't want to hurt people's feelings and he wants people to have a good time. So yeah, he's a good dude.
I hope
But
I
yeah,
never meet
your
him in a
club, your
knockout.
club had your club had 1, 2, 3,
5 in the top 10, I think.
4.
3,
Yeah,
4,
4 in the top 10. I'll consider John part of y'all's club.
5 then.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope, sorry. I don't know why. I just went right over Chris's name. So yeah.
This weekend. But he does it on a Tuesday. See, it was no surprise to see me up there, him up there. It was just a shame I had to knock him out.
Nah, it's not. Never be ashamed of winning.
Then he took my mum home, bless him. Did a good one. Took my mum there this weekend. Dropped her off.
Speaking of your mom, dude, it was so cool to watch. Like me and you sat there talking about it, Nick, watching your mom play my son. It was just kind of a cool moment. And they had a close game, actually.
She's over the moon that she's got her first UKCL win. I says, "What, mum? You beat a kid." She's like, "Yeah, I know, but I'm still happy."
Hey, she should be. She should be happy. Hey, kids want to play. Kids can get beat just like adults. I don't ever let my kids win, man. I'm ruthless about that.
She plays the best roll bag in the air on the way to the board.
Yeah. End over end. End over end. Let's see. I want to pull up some stats. I mean, poor Elliott threw a 0.74 PPR. I just can't get him to concentrate and just kind of focus on what he's doing, man. He loves to come and play. I think he loves hanging out with everybody, but it is not his bag, dude. He's just like, nah, whatever. Whereas my daughter, if she doesn't throw well, she gets mad. Like, mad. So.
Tell you who's one to watch from the junior section, Lily Farmer. I watched her for a bit this weekend. She's got good action, and you know, in time she's gonna be something else.
I could agree with that. She threw well for sure. That loss, so my daughter kind of took a little hard too, because she's like, oh, but she's just a kid too, and I'm like, yeah, but she throws. I was like, Natty, you've been back for 3 weeks, man. 3 weeks. Give it some time. You'll get there.
Yeah, they got a strong little group down there in Solent.
What a club!
For sure.
I mean, Dave finally, even he will admit, he finally turned up to a tournament. I need to add a really good run.
It'd be nice to see him do well one time, like really well. Nice guy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, because he's one of those that will sort of, go 0-2 in bracket, get frustrated at himself. He might get 1 win or something in bracket, but this time he didn't have an easy run of it, and but he did well. And he went 3-1 in bracket, and then he went 2 wins. One was against JC, and his losses in bracket were Dale and Jared. So that's nothing really to be Dave Morey. Yeah. That's a good. And he went 19-21 against Dale.
Yeah.
And Dale was on fire. So I would have liked to have seen that game if I saw it on or whatever.
So I was looking at the stats between your mom's match and Elliott's match. I think it had to have been the longest match of the day.
They give everyone a good break, that's for sure.
27 rounds. 27 rounds of a 1.26 versus a 1.48.
No wonder when I popped over at 6:30 tonight, she was in bed.
Yeah.
I mean, Elliott threw 82 bags off the board. Your mom threw 74 bags off the board. But
Everyone loves a trier.
Hey, I'm telling you though, I was playing next to them, and against Tom, and when I and I was kind of trying to watch it and play, but just their conversation was just great because they were just chatting away like they were old mates. So
Your mum's good at that.
fun.
When you play against my mum, she just likes to have a conversation with you halfway through the game. It's like,
Oh, yeah,
shut
for
up,
sure.
mum. God.
So now me and Graham called it last week about Vicky being the dark horse surprise. But I think we were only about half right on that one. While she did get in that top 24 and she played well on the day. My biggest surprise was Lewis. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I played against him, and I mean, it isn't expert level or anything, but when he bought that new motorcycle, man, they must have sold him some new bags too, because all of a sudden he's hitting like reverse cuts. He hit a couple roll shots, and I was like, who is this guy? Like, it was crazy, but man, he's
finally content in life.
What's that?
He's finally content in life.
Yeah, but he's throwing well, man. He threw well. He made that tier 1, so good on him. Congrats to him. So there were two stats I found kind of crazy because I can't remember the last time I saw it actually happen or that I even noticed it. But Richard Mackus, obviously in the tier 1 bracket, on the day had a 0 DPR. 6'9" to a 6'9". Him and his opponents threw the exact same on average. And then in tier 2, Marv, him and his opponents threw the exact 684 to 684 with a 0 DPR, which is crazy. You don't see that very often.
No. You say,
and then of course
Dale and
the
Mathers,
biggest,
yeah.
I think for me the biggest surprise of the day overall was Aaron shit in the bed.
I mean, we did big him up.
I know.
I'm sure this will give him a bit of a fire in his belly because maybe we bigged him up a bit too much.
And
if he wants to blame the bags, I'll happily buy him off him. I quite like them new Vipers.
He made me and Liam look like fools.
Yeah.
But I would say overall, Liam picked people better because two of mine and Graham's, one each, was tier 2. So all of your picks though, Liam, made tier 1 at least.
Oh yeah, didn't I say
in the,
John Steins?
Yep, you picked John. He got 5th, so
I think I chose him as maybe. Oh no, I can't remember. No, it was just when we chose like our top 5 for this tournament, I believe.
Did you all have a go in the dream team or whatever it's called?
I did.
In the magazine, yeah.
I don't remember what I picked.
So I picked Liam in the top 10 one, obviously, naturally, and then I backed myself. I'm always you have to back yourself.
I did that.
And then in the 21 and under ranked one, I think I picked Dave. So two of my picks come good, and I let myself down.
I think I picked Liam.
Well,
I think I picked Liam, Mark Pallett, and Dale, if I'm not mistaken.
So you done all right then?
Yeah, I think so.
picked myself, Ali, and Dale. So Ali let me down.
No, actually, Nick, I think I picked you.
Good shot.
Where can I look that up? Can we look that up?
I don't know, because I'm pretty certain I chose myself, Tony, Gavin, and Dale.
Baggins let you down.
I know.
I'm almost positive.
Well,
I
more
picked
like
you, Nick.
he's more of a Peaky Blinder at the weekend, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
because I think I picked Liam.
I
Nick,
told
and
him he needs to get Sneaky Blinder put in the back of that.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good.
Good shout. Good shout.
I bet I know a guy that could probably do that.
I can't remember. I don't know how we find out.
I can't
I'm
remember.
sure.
I
I'm
don't-
sure it'll probably be in the next edition of the magazine.
Did we get an email about it though?
I don't know.
Danny's been pretty quiet since the weekend.
Well, I'll admit I feel sorry for Marv having to sit in the car for 4 or 5 hours.
I'm
listening
still
to you on
down
the
text
drive
him at the
back.
minute.
Poor Marv probably got his ear chewed off about it all. We have ribbed him a bit in the Manchester group chat, I'll admit.
Good.
What's the name of the magazine?
Cornhole Play magazine.
I'm just searching my email to see if I got anything.
He was probably concentrating on all of his interviews that he was doing rather than playing.
That's true.
Was he?
I don't think you can.
Liam, what's that behind you? Yeah, some wood.
Yeah. Got 2 lumberjacks in the chat today. And look, they're going to bring out this little sprig that they've got that only 2 players can win.
All right, calm down, sugar
you-
tits. We're one tournament in.
What do you think to the new prizes anyway? Upgrade.
Okay, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I'm not a fan. I like the old ones better because I think they're easier to display. I think they're easier to transport. I think with the ACL ones too, because some tournaments you'll go to and it's the little mini boards, and then some you go, it's the plaques. I think it's not as big of a deal, I don't think, here in the UK because we're not having to fly with them or anything like that. They look great. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I mean. I think for display purposes, I think those ones, the thinner ones are kind of easier to display.
I don't mind
But
it because
I didn't fucking win
fancy
one,
collecting
so-
a few more of them. So don't bother me.
I'd rather
one
win a
more.
mini board one myself.
Yeah, I need one
And then
more
I'll get some
before
mini bags
Christmas.
and then the kids can play on it.
Why is that?
Exactly.
Oh, what? Because so then you can play.
But
Yeah,
mini bags,
indoors
dude.
at Christmas.
Play on it. Although I think I might have to tank and get to tier 2 to get my hands on one of them because I don't think I'd get a tier 1 one.
Speaking of side games, did we not do the airmail challenge?
We didn't do it, and we didn't realise until we were packing away. I went, "What happened to the airmail challenge?" Right, didn't bring the board. Didn't bring the airmail.
Wishart, don't have a go at my podcast about not having side games. This one was not on us.
To be fair, there was tier 2 going on as well. So it was quite good to watch another final. But I probably wouldn't have done the AMAP challenge anyway. There's
Yes,
this
you
thing
would've.
that you get. There's this thing you need to try and stay dialed in when you make finals. I know you've only made one, Josh, but you did win it though, so fair play.
Yep. I'm 1 for 1 in the finals department. Same.
I'm usually ripping down boards at that time. And to be fair, after I lost against you, I went and put my bags down and looked down. I thought, right, I'll just go and pick up some boards now. And I looked around and they were all done. Everybody had whipped them up, put them by the front door. I'm like,
It's brilliant.
fair play.
See? Hey, Nick, if you have no other motivation to make finals and to make the top 3,
Hello.
it's so you don't have to tear down. Why do you think I commentate, dude? I commentate so I don't have to go help tear down. I just get to sit there, chat shit, and drink more beer.
Yeah. Well, boys, road to the World Cup. We were looking forward to it.
Oh, without doubt. Without doubt. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Seriously looking forward to it. Now, the only problem with me, I've got a bag situation. Well, I say a situation. I've got to not throw my bags now. I've got to go back to John lent me some snipers, lucky bags for Bury for the ACL tournament. So from Tuesday night, I'm going to be throwing them all the way to Croatia now. But I've only got one set, so I can't use any excuses. Just practice with those now.
Yeah.
Until I find a doubles partner in the World Cup and they go, no, we're going to throw with these bags. I'm going to be like, shit.
Well, I think
he's the man who'll be in charge of the teams.
Yeah, I think that would be starting next week. We'll start discussing the doubles partnerships and what might be good and everything. Because I've been told don't put you and Ali together, even though that's my natural thinking. I've been told don't put you two together.
Me and Ali have played doubles a few times now over the last couple of years, and even though, don't get me wrong, I love playing doubles, Ali, but I think that genetic connection, we can't hide our emotions from each other. If he throws a bad shot or I throw a bad shot, he doesn't have to say it. He doesn't have. I can tell that if he's peed with the way I've just thrown a shot, even if he says, "Oh, well done," I know he's not meaning it.
Yeah.
Whereas when I play with somebody else, I play a lot more relaxed.
Yeah.
I mean,
makes sense.
If you were doing the deck around with me now and you went to your dream double partner, it'd probably be John Wishart because I'd enjoy it. I love playing with John. He's a mate. There's no pressure. It's just let's just throw bags and have fun, you know.
We'll skip over that question when we get to the deck around in a bit. Then.
No, you don't need to do a deck around. Not with me.
Oh, we have to do a deck around. It's the only time I get to speak.
Any other big surprises from the weekend?
Some
I think
I just think the story in general of Elijah is
yeah,
quite a cool surprise. Just this guy who just happens to be over here visiting family.
Yeah, brilliant.
Sees that there's a cornhole
Love
event.
It.
Registers
Really
a few
good.
days before.
Really enjoyed
goes
that.
Undefeated all day. Takes a trophy home, and then we might not ever see him again. He just goes down in UKCL folklore as that guy who turned up one day and shook everything up.
You know, he rang up. I think it was the day before or on the Thursday, and rang up and says, "Oh, can I come and play?" And Ben says, "Of course you can. Yeah, no worries." First question. What was the first question that he asked?
And based on the fact that he had to borrow bags, I'm going to say, have you got a set of bags I can use?
Well, okay, 2. Is there prize money, and can I borrow some bags?
And then he still didn't even get bags until JC showed up Saturday morning.
In fact, play to him. You know, nice lad as well. Real nice lad.
Yeah, real good lad. For sure. Definitely. It is crazy to think that now it's been 4 Americans, 2 Germans, and 1 UK player to win UK tournaments, though. We got to figure this out.
I think it's changing. You look at the standard of the British players now coming through. You look at down, 1 to down to 17th. I'm looking at the standings at the minute, and I'm not surprised any of them. The biggest surprise for me was Danny in 17th. Obviously, that's probably the biggest surprise of the day for me. Every other person, no surprise whatsoever. Everyone's rising. Dave Farmer, 13th. It's been showing.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's levels just picked up. Like, I know for myself, based on how I played this weekend. My PPR this season is significantly higher than seasons gone by, and already I know it's not good enough. Whereas before, I was able to win games thrown in the 5s, whereas now you need to be in the 7s, or you ain't doing nothing.
Oh yeah.
I've been trying to get a 7 PPR on my Scoreholio for ages and ages and ages, and I've been like 699, 699. I'm like, freaking hell, just give me a 7. I woke up this morning. Yay!
Nice.
I was like, yay! First thing I did was text John Wishart. I've got a 7.
Well, that's what the players are needing now to be competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, you might get lucky and win some games with a low PPR if you played a really good block game and just making your opponent
Really
miss.
tricky boards.
But that's only going to work against them few guys who are still developing their shots, who they're just relied on sliding in an airmail. If they've not developed the cut that well yet, and especially on newer boards which are played a bit quicker, then those with a block game could upset a few. But as everybody gets better, it's going to become harder for that to work.
I would say, as someone who's not part of either of the big 2 clubs and has never been to one of the club nights, so I probably got the most surprises because, like you said, Nick, apparently everyone knew Dale would be doing really well, and I had no clue because I don't see him at club night. So the last time I saw him play was, he was tier 2 in nationals. So I wouldn't have even played against him, I don't think. Yeah. And I don't think I've ever played against him other than this past weekend, actually. Maybe I might have played him once. But yeah, he would be... You being 3rd is not a surprise to me. Because like I said to you, that's why you were wild card for the GB team. Because you got that good you got a high standard. But yeah, Dale, Chris Webster. Is it Webster? Yeah. Chris Webster was a real surprise, especially with the run that he had. Jared, John Steins, John Wishart, and winning 2. He only lost John Steins out of those 3 there. He beat the other 2. And then Dave finally breaking his sort of bracket. His bracket sort of struggles. Dave Farmer, I predicted already. But he did really well. And then, everyone else there, I expect to be up there pretty much. Yeah. But yeah, there was a couple of good surprises. I was kind of a little bit nervous when I came up against Dale at the start. Because I was like, oh, he's just knocked out, one of the top contenders. I don't want to fall victim as well. But I think it was just maybe he was definitely really tired in our game. Like a lot of sort of trying to stretch the back out and everything, which is, to be expected in that first big run. But yeah. How are we all preparing for European Open?
To be honest, I need to take some time off. I just don't have the time to take off. I mean, I woke up today and through playing on Saturday and then carrying my bag around London yesterday and things like that, man, my elbow was hurting just trying to wash my hair in the shower. Like it's just I have tendonitis in it pretty bad, and it's just there's no reprieve. Like if I had the time, that's why I was kind of. It's cool that we started and we played this weekend for season 1, but I really wanted us to not start or open 1. I didn't want to until we got back from Croatia, so that I could pretty much take all of August off from really competitive cornhole. But obviously we didn't, and we started, and I will just suck it up and keep eating painkillers if I have to. But I need to take some time off. I just don't have the time to take off. I'm on that cusp. I'm, I don't know what I'll be sitting after this weekend's Denmark Open. But going into the Denmark Open, I was set number 59. My goal for the year was to be in the top 50. So I need a really good showing at the European Championships. So I need to get that practice in. I know. So yeah, I won't be missing any practices. And as long as it's not raining, I think I will try to get the boards out on like a Thursday when I have off work. And then on the weekends, just get them out there, even if I just get one out and I'm just throwing and throwing and throwing.
Yeah.
Do you not think the break sometimes does you better? Like last year, I took all of August. I think it was August off. Didn't throw a bag. Didn't go club night. I come back a better player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, it just gives you a mental break. You stop overthinking
That's
things.
what I
then
needed.
and-
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I changed my mechanics a little bit of the way I throw the bag on Saturday, and I want to keep trying because I think it worked out better. So I need to at least go and practice a bit with it.
For me,
That's
I need the reps. I need to get the reps in. So between now and when we fly out, there's nothing Manchester till September. So either you might see me on a Tuesday night between now and then, or Tony and the Wiz might see me on a Wednesday at theirs. And then when Manchester's going again in September, I'll go up there for one. I just need to do something every week now, even if it is getting the boards out myself at home. Like I can't not throw until Croatia now because
It's
it won't be
still,
no good.
Yeah, 4 weeks, isn't it, or so?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, we leave in 4 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, true.
So it's like 4.5 weeks till we start playing. Because we'll start on that Thursday night. And then, of course, you guys have extra because you got the World Cup stuff.
Yeah. We'll just be doing sit and goes.
Although I haven't looked at.
There's a
Is there a
swap that
registration
night.
for Crew Cup?
I don't think there is a Crew Cup.
I don't know. I didn't see.
Pretty certain there isn't.
Because I thought last year they did a Crew Cup, but they'd kind of already picked the teams for the Crew Cup. Or did they not do the Crew Cup because they did the World Cup?
I think that's the Crew Cup of the tournament.
So have you not got a British passport?
Me?
Yeah.
Nope, but I'm practicing my daughter up. If I can't get on Team GB, man, I'm practicing my daughter up. Get her on Team GB.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
Is she favoritism?
Sorry?
She favoritism over the son?
No, but she takes it more serious than he does.
Ah, okay.
No. I love both of them without doubt. I love hanging out with Elliot, playing cornhole with Elliot, but I cannot get him to take it serious because that's not. He just likes to have something else to do.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that competitive edge when it comes to that. Like he throws a bag, he doesn't care. Whereas Maddie has that competitive edge, and she's like, I want to be better because I want to win. Because y'all think I hate to lose?
Yeah. She's sad if she loses. Then you know they're competitive.
Oh
You want to play with Bella.
Yeah, so we'll have at Croatia that Thursday night, the 25th, we have the blind draw. Junior singles, women's singles, senior singles. Friday.
Is that Friday? Oh, no,
Nope, that was Thursday. Blind draws on Thursday after the social. Friday will be doors open at 8. Then at 9 will be a Sweet 16 singles. And then sit and go blind draws for no points because it's just stuff that aren't Sweet 16 and aren't World Cup. Because then the World Cup group stage and quarterfinals start at 11. And then at 3 will be the semifinals and finals. And then at 5 o'clock that night after the finals, it'll be the swap event. The swap will be for everybody that's not playing in the World Cup. So that'll be something. Obviously, me and Graham will play in. You two will not be playing in it.
Are you sure? And it's not if you're not still in the World Cup.
I'm sure you probably could if you're not still in. But I would talk to Tone about it because they'll probably want registration done before that.
Because what time is it
saying,
at?
I did the swap last year.
Yeah.
Well, the
I'm pretty
finals
sure the swap starts after the final of the World Cup.
yeah, I would think so too. But this says swap event for all other players not in the World Cup.
Okay.
And then on Saturday, first thing in the morning, Sweet 16 doubles. And then when that finishes, we will start singles rounders and then singles doubles elimination. And then that night is the ACL Pro event. And then on Sunday, the doubles. So a lot of cornhole, a lot of beer drinking.
Hopefully a lot of sun.
A lot of sitting by the pool at our Airbnb.
Yeah.
You guys got a pool?
Yeah.
Oh, I might not even come to the venue World Cup day. I might just like treat that as my holiday that one day.
Someone needs to ping me that address.
It looks amazing what we've got.
Well, we want to try and get a set of boards so we can throw next to the pool.
We're trying to get Flo to transport because she's gonna
4
drive.
days of cornhole isn't actually enough. Like
Liam, you bring yours and I'll bring mine.
I have mini bags. We can play.
Yeah, should be good. Is that all you need from me?
I think that's all we need from everybody, man. We just wanted to preview
Nick
a little
ain't
bit.
getting away without his deck around.
So, but we wanted to wish you luck for France this weekend.
Merci beaucoup.
Go down there, make some noise. Make some noise in singles, man. It's
What
going
I
to be a
will
tough
say-
weekend, though. It's going to be a tough weekend.
It's going to be tough, and they've just moved the venue 10
Did
minutes
they?
away from the original because there are so many people registered. So I don't think they're capping this one. So that probably means, you might be looking at over 160 odd people, maybe. It's what they had nearly 200 for their own French thingy, didn't they, when Jimmy went over?
Yeah.
They had close,
So-
it's like 180, was it?
Yeah, it gives you an opportunity to get some points, though, and make
Yeah.
some noise. I mean, you're going to get points regardless, but it gives you an opportunity to make some noise.
Oh, yeah. I mean, after the weekend, I'm going in pretty confident. Right, all the changes I made since the previous tournament have worked out in my favour. I've changed my mechanics slightly. I changed my setup, so I slowed myself down. Yeah, I'm going into it feeling pretty confident. Hopefully, gonna always that first aim, tier 1 in singles. Me and Helly will probably just have a few drinks for doubles. I think her aim is to get it on the board, and then I've got to shoot crazy shots to try and get some points. But
Thought your aim was going to say not to spill the drinks.
that is, if she doesn't spill a drink, I'll win the French Open. I probably have more chance winning this French Open than she does not spilling a drink, I think.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement.
Yeah.
She's spilling at least one. Didn't she spill one this weekend?
No, but she
little
did.
bit.
Nope.
She
Don't say it.
she had a little bit of a moment
Don't
at
say it.
home.
You leave her alone. You can call her out for spilling drinks. You're not calling her out for anything else.
That was on the Sunday.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Liam, thanks for coming on, bud.
No
Good luck
worries.
in France.
Thank you.
Try to rep some Just Board It, some LFG while you're out there.
Always. I'll take both tops.
All right, bud.
All right. Cheers, boys. Cheers, Nick.
Cheers.
Thanks for the
Later.
weekend. Thanks for sorting all that out. And thank you
See
for
you in
the
a few
game.
weeks, mate.
Thank you for the game. Well played at the weekend. All right, boys. Take care.
See you,
Hey.
bud.
Bye.
Deck
All right.
around then.
Let's get through this deck around real quick, and we'll let you get out of here too, Nick.
Right, so, how did you get into cornhole?
My brother was saying, "Come down the battlegrounds. I've got this new game to show you," and it went from there.
Yeah.
Basically, that's it.
And how long have you been playing?
Don't know. Was it a couple of years now? I suppose since it's got to be a couple of years now, isn't it?
Yeah, season
Something
2.
Yeah, season 2 started. I could first come to Bury for my first tournament.
Yeah, so about halfway through season 2.
Could be. I don't know. Feb time, wasn't it?
Feb 23.
Yeah. Right. So your goals? What are goals?
There's lots of them from different perspectives, from a player and running the league. 2 different goals, really. Player, obviously, to be the best cornhole player I can be, and reach. I want to win. I'm competitive, so I always want to win. Whatever I play, I always want to win. From the other side, the dream for me is like this weekend. Look at that venue.
Yeah.
You can have a venue like that, and you can hold cornhole events week in, week out at a place like that. It'd be something else. I mean, it's a big dream, but hey, let's just see where it goes. I think we can only make it as big as we can make it.
Yeah. Well, that's sort of a dream me and Josh share. We've said if we ever win the lottery, we'd build a purpose-built cornhole facility.
So there's 210 million
You can
tomorrow night,
host
boys.
anything,
Yeah, I'm gonna get in on it for sure.
I said to Katie earlier, I says, it come up on the advert, I was like, babe, put a £5 on it. So the first thing I'm going to buy is Rebound in Ashby. That's a big, massive building, and then I'm going to buy the turf off your man from the 108.
Yeah.
To put that down in there, because I thought that was awesome. Didn't need to puck it up or anything. Get that sorted.
Cornhole Mecca.
Yeah.
I can dig it.
So, your highlights so far?
It's got to be this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got to be.
And your favourite type of shot? I don't mean what you've been pouring.
Do you know what? I love the block shot, but then I love the block collect, and I love a push bag. I like loads of shots. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Whatever goes in the hole and looks good.
Yeah. So, what bags do you currently use?
I'll show you. I'm going to show you just this side because Mark Pallet tells me I'm going to get in trouble for showing the other side too much. But they're both GR8 bags. One's a V69 and one's a V58.
Yeah. So, next, your favourite player?
The favourite player is John Wishart.
Yeah.
Just love the guy.
Yeah. And then we've already answered dream cornhole partner, but just again.
Well, there's going to be 2 because one's obviously John.
Yeah.
The other one is a future one, and that's Bella.
Yeah.
My daughter. She started coming club nights now because it's summer holidays. She's getting a little bit older. She's just gone up to big school, so she's now asked if she can come every Tuesday. So I'm probably going to have to let her.
She's going year 7?
But yeah. So I'm hoping by the time she reaches year 10, she might be my doubles partner and taking it serious enough. And she's getting there. But that'd be a dream for me to be playing with her.
To be fair, I think it's quite similar for any parent if they can get the kid into a sport they're into.
Yeah.
So, next, your favourite thing about cornhole?
Well, everybody says it, and it is a bit of a cliche now that it's the community and this, that, and the other. But do you know what? It gives me an avenue to be competitive in something still. So from a selfish point of view, I played football and cricket to decent standards and been competitive all my life till 4 or 5 years ago. And then this come along, and I'm like, this has given me that avenue to be competitive again. So that's what I love about it.
Yeah. No. And then your last one, what would your walkout song be if you had to have one?
There's too many. Depends on the mood, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You can't. Do you know what? I should really go to my hot tub song, shouldn't I? So it starts off with Tennessee Whiskey.
Yeah.
And the next song's Kenny Rogers, The Gambler.
Yeah.
And you can just see from that where it goes from that. So I love my country music. I love a bit of rock music, don't get me wrong. Slash, man, that guy's unreal. But a walkout song, really don't know, to be honest with you. Something chilled.
Yeah. Fair enough. Oh, yeah.
You'll find out one day when we start doing them, I suppose.
That's what I was just thinking, though. Like, for the finals, like for the loser bracket final and for the finals.
Yeah, once you get down to that final three.
Even if we just did it for the finals, just have it queued up, like ready to go. Like, hey, we'll announce who's in the finals, play a bit of their walkout song, and let them come up.
It's going to happen one day. We've been in talks with a lot of people. It's Ali's big dream that he wants the walk-ons and this and the other. We've got to let it grow. We've got to put the foundations in first, and then we've got to get, the videography and this and the other. We've got to get it right. There's got to be more people in the background, which, because we're players as well as organisers, there's also got to be other people that are there who get cornhole at the right times to do that. So, Ben's good on a mic, so hopefully he keeps losing and he can pick that up.
Man, you talk about Bella being your partner. I feel you on that because I took Maddie with me last year to Croatia. And I know I've mentioned this a ton of times on the podcast. People are probably tired of hearing it. But that was my favorite moment in cornhole. Not winning, not like all that is great. And I loved every minute of it. But even just getting our asses kicked in Croatia, it was the funnest time for me and like the coolest moment to play competitive cornhole with my daughter as my partner. So I'm hoping she'll get good. And yeah.
It's ridiculous. She comes on Tuesday night and I'm playing in my game, but I've got half an eye on what she's doing. And when she scores a stupid shot, like you're just thinking, wow, how have you just done that? I'm like, yes. And the partner next to me is like, are you all right? I'm like, it's all right, Bella's just scored an airmail.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I'm the same. For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Nick, thanks for coming on, bud. And again, congratulations on both getting podium and on a great tournament for the weekend. Yeah. And we look forward to the next one in Ashby. And then, of course, we will see you in Croatia.
Yeah.
Croatia's going to be awesome. Looking forward to it. Ashby's going to be tighter, a lot closer, different competition altogether. But hey, let's enjoy it all. Huh?
Absolutely. All right, man.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for having me.
No, cheers, bud.
Thanks for coming on.
Easy.
Take
it easy, guys.
All right. That was Nick and Liam on the show tonight. Always good to have Liam. He's been our biggest returning guest.
I've lost count now.
Yeah, but it was good having Nick on.
Host at this point, isn't he?
Yeah, Nick's a good dude. I like Nick a lot. Like having him on the show. We'll have to get him on again. But I don't have much else. What about you?
I think that's it. I think we've covered everything as always. Slicky baggers, just be 10.
Just be 10 for
10% off.
10% off.
And the new bags are on the site now, I believe.
Yep. ACL Pro bags are now on the site. We will have a link for their website and the socials. Please like, follow, share Just Board It podcast. Make sure you check out Cornhole Player Magazine by Great Cornhole Company in the coming days, when I'm sure there'll be a new.
I think it's going to be first week of September. The next one drops. I think it's going monthly, unless it's anything beforehand with having the tournament now.
I'm pretty sure he got a good interview with the winner on the weekend, Elijah Wood. So yeah, go check that out. Go check out Corn on the Pod when they drop their next episode. But
go
in the
check
meantime,
out Ruby's photos for all the photos of the day when she drops them. So shout out to Ruby. As always, I'm sure she's taken some amazing shots.
Always.
She has all the tournaments she's been at so far.
Always. Yeah. Again, big shout out to Ben, Allie, and Nick. Great tournament. Thank you to the 108. It was a great venue, great bar staff. Beers were relatively affordable. So yeah, it's a good time. I don't have anything
and we need
else,
to
man.
shout out Liam and Pelly for saving us a fortune.
Yeah. Thank you, Liam Helly.
Get an Airbnb in London for 2 nights, so
for sure.
Appreciate you putting us up.
Well, I'm Josh.
I'm Graham.
Remember, just board it.
Laters.
Cheers, bud.